Imagine waking up on Christmas morning, super excited and hopeful that you finally got the gaming PC that you've been begging for over and over and over again. And when you open up your presents, it's there. A gaming PC that's brand new to you, that you can plug up and play games with your friends like you've always wanted to do. So you hurry up to get everything downloaded, everything installed, you boot up Fortnite, and it's the worst experience ever. Super stuttery, super laggy. And that sounds pretty terrible, but unfortunately, there's a family that lives close to me that this was their reality. So the mom reached out to me to ask if there was anything I could do to fix their PC or speed it up. So of course I had to walk her through how to send me the parts that were on their PC, because I thought maybe there was just an easy fix. But it turns out they got scammed really bad. So I felt terrible. Even though I can't help as much as I would really like to, I did have enough spare PC parts laying around that I offered to build them a brand new gaming PC. Now, I did not charge them for this at all. The only thing that I asked was, could we trade PCs so that I could show my viewers how bad the PC that they got actually was. So we're gonna build the new PC, benchmark it in Fortnite and Call of Duty, because that's the two games that the kids wanted to play. Then we're gonna go trade PCs and bring the old piece of junk back here just to see how bad it actually is and how much of an upgrade they got. Now, I wish I could give them a 4090, but that's just not possible. So let's get, hey man, did you tell them about the thing so they don't get scammed? What are you talking about? About Jawa.gg. Jawa has hundreds of sellers that sell custom-built gaming PCs that look really awesome, and they have pretty much any budget covered. And if you look for the sellers with the verified check marks, they've been personally vetted by Jawa, so they provide a great customer experience for anyone shopping on Jawa. Their website also has this PC finder where you can actually put in the games that you want to play and things like that, and it will give you a PC suggestion based off your choices. But if you'd rather talk to someone that's real, they also have a huge Discord server where there's a bunch of people in there that could help you. And the best part is they pride themselves on being for the buyer, and they're gonna protect you and cover you if something were to go wrong. So you don't have to just hope a YouTuber will save the day. You're definitely right about all that, and Jawa actually left us a link and a discount code for 10% off, up to $10 if you check the link down in the description. So let's go build that PC. All right, so here are the parts that we kind of had, again, that were kind of laying around, that were spare parts that we're gonna use for this build. Take in mind, I wish I could give the kid a 4090, but I just can't afford to do that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go with a Ryzen 5 3600, a B550 motherboard. Now it's not this particular motherboard. Actually, the motherboard that we're using is a Gigabyte one that I got off eBay a while back. It does have built-in Wi-Fi, which will be able to connect them wherever they are. And it did come with the IO shield. So we're gonna use that. We're gonna throw in 16 gigs of RAM. It's DDR4 3200 megahertz, so pretty good kit. Oli brand here. It is silver, and I know some people gripe about silver, but it's not a terrible thing. 500 gigabyte SSD. This is I know it's not a lot, but mainly the kid wants to play Fortnite, so it'll be plenty for Fortnite. They can put Call of Duty Warzone on here and Fortnite, and that's about it. Now for the case, it's going to be a Sama Nevu case. That's the only case I had that I hadn't used yet. So I'm gonna use that. 750 watt power supply. I've got a modular power supply, Segotep. I have an extra one of those laying around. I'm gonna use that as well. And then for the graphics card, the only graphics card that I don't have lined up to use for content in the next several days is this GTX 1070, okay? I know it's not anything fantastic, but the PC that he has an RX 560, which wasn't fantastic when it came out, but it can't do very much. They don't support drivers for it anymore. It can't do very much at all. So this got 8 gigabytes of VRAM. It's gonna be a huge buff for 1080p gaming for this kid. The only thing I don't like is that it's this bright yellow PC, or this back plate is bright yellow. So we're gonna take this apart, we're gonna spray paint it black real fast. While it's drying and stuff with the spray paint, we're gonna put together the other stuff, and we'll be back to show you when it's done. All right, so we got the PC completely built now, and I think it looks pretty good. I'll show you some B-roll as I'm talking, and let me know though in the future if you want to see a montage of some kind. I don't like watching building montages, so I don't like putting them in my videos, but if you like that kind of stuff, I'll start filming the process a little bit more. But this PC actually turned out really nice. I'll let you see the lights on it. The kid wanted lime green kind of lights. I kind of like this look, but then you can't, Just put my finger in the fan. But then you can't see the infinity mirror on the side here. So I don't know, I might flip it around. The only issue that we ran into is I did not have another power supply available for this PC like I thought I did. I had a Segotep 750 watt power supply, but I apparently misplaced the cords and I don't know where the cords are for it. So I only had one 8-pin power connector and this one required 2. But because the power draw wattage is so low, you can kind of daisy chain it and just use one cord like I have here so that you can still get enough power to the PC. And it was able to run the games that the parents said that they wanted to play pretty well. We only played Fortnite and Call of Duty because, again, we're trying to get this done as quick as possible so this kid can play his PC for Christmas. Everything we did was at 1080p, and we were able to get around like 170-ish FPS. You'd probably cap it at 165. That'd probably be the safe bet with most of the settings on this particular scenario. And the Ryzen 5 3600 just doesn't really crank out that much FPS because we're kind of bottlenecked by the CPU here in a lot of scenarios, even though it doesn't use either one a whole lot in Fortnite, but it definitely would benefit from a better CPU if we had it, but this was all we had in stock, and it's still gonna be way better than that FX processor that's in that kid's PC. I wish I could do more, but this is what we got. But we also ran Black Ops 6, and Black Ops 6 struggled a little bit on this PC, I'm not gonna lie. 1080p balance settings, even the lowest settings we could go at 1080p, if we didn't use any upscaling, we got anywhere from like 40 to 45 to 50 FPS. But, however, the thing that saved it was FSR3. I know a lot of people don't like upscaling, but FSR3 is awesome. And for me, a casual gamer, and you know, if you played on it all the time, you would get used to it. Like FSR3 gave us over 100 FPS in Black Ops 6 at 1080p. I know people say they're fake frames or whatever. You can call them whatever you want. It felt smooth enough, and I was able to get some eliminations. I was able to rack up some points for my team in the domination game mode, and it was a fun experience, except for the sweats that I played in the games, and I'm pretty bad. But, I mean, it's a really good PC, and, you know, all in all, I guess if you built this PC yourself, you're looking at around like $400-ish. I think I'll put the cost of what I paid for everything up on the screen for you so you can kind of see. Now all that's left to do is let's go deliver it to the kid and his family. They live about an hour and a half from me, so we're gonna meet about halfway, and they're gonna give me that old PC, and when we get it back, we'll test the old PC to see how much of an upgrade the kid got and to show you how much, you know, of a scam it was. So anyway, let's load this up and go meet him. All right, so I just pulled up here at the meeting place. We're actually meeting at a Jack's restaurant, and they're kind of running behind, but they don't want to be filmed or anything like that. So we've got to, I'm just going to kind of record the audio of the conversation, and then we'll bring the PC that they're trading for me, the scam PC, back to my place, and we'll see exactly what it is and how it compares to the one that we gave them for free.
Well, again, thank you very much.
Oh, you're fine. So I can't do that for everybody, but
Yeah,
I feel when I can. I've been very fortunate to be able to do this on TikTok and YouTube for 2 years now. So
you're gonna have to look it up. You gonna make a video with that?
yeah, I'm gonna compare the two, so see how much of an upgrade y'all get.
Awesome, buddy. Well, again.
Oh yeah, no problem. All right, so we just got back from swapping out the PCs so that we could help this family out for Christmas. And let's just go over and look at how bad this PC actually is that they got. First of all, you can tell it's disgusting. Here's the dust. I mean, it's pretty awful, pretty disgusting. Fans are disgusting. Only one fan up front, not that this system is gonna, you know, put off a bunch of heat, because, you know, it's extremely old. Graphics card, pretty dusty. It is an RX 560, but I think is that a 2 GB version? That's insane. And only one stick of RAM, and it is an 8 GB stick, and it's like from an office PC, so it's not very fast RAM either. And I'm pretty sure this is DDR3, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is DDR3, so really old. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're going to plug up the PC just as is and test the 2 games that we talked about. Oh, before we do that though, we might ought to see if there's an SSD on this or not. I gotta find a screwdriver though, because these things are on really good. All right, so I took the back panel off, guys, and look, I mean, guys, this is just disgusting. Why would you sell anybody this? That is just awful. Like, at least take some canned air and blow it out. That's just, oh my gosh. Anyway, so the cords are pretty bad, but if you can see, I don't know how well you can see in there. Let me see if I can get this light a little closer so you guys can see better. All right. Maybe that's a little better. If you can see in there or not. But this is that's an HDD. All right. That is not an SSD, which means this thing's hecka slow, like super duper slow. But we're gonna test it as is. We're not gonna test Call of Duty on it because that would literally take the rest of my day to download. And so we're not doing that. We're just gonna test it as is on Fortnite. And then I'm gonna bring in my external SSD for Warzone because I think Fortnite's already downloaded, so we shouldn't have to wait except maybe for a small update. So let's see how bad this thing is. All right, so let's see if this thing really does power on. See if we can turn this. Have to kind of set it up in this weird spot. I know you can't really see a whole lot of the moving parts, but maybe this fan will at least. Yeah, there we go. That at least turns on. It's on and it's spinning. Don't know if you can hear the sound or not, but it's not super loud, so I guess that's a positive. All right, so it's been like, 5-10 minutes or so, and we're still waiting. Oh, it finally pulled up. Awesome. No wonder they were disappointed. I mean, still, even though we got logged in, like, it takes forever to get into Windows with an HDD. Like, absolutely horrendous. All right, so we finally got everything situated. We had to download MSI Afterburner, and it took forever to load into the computer. But we do have our 8 gigabytes of memory running at 333 megahertz. Okay, that's weird. Anyway, HDD, no SSD, and RX 560. I don't know if the drivers are updated or anything like that. We're just gonna hop straight into the game and see what happens. It might take a while, so I'll just see you in the game. All right, so I'm somehow getting to drop out of the battle bus. My ping is like so high, and it is insanely high. Like, we're talking like 100, and my FPS is all over the place, which I know it's gonna take a while to load in textures, but this is super annoying. I didn't even load in till the battle bus was almost like completely all the way through the map. Oh Lord. You can see how stuttery it is on the screen. Oh, and I've got everything as low as it'll go. Let me just double check that I am at 1080p. I'm at 1080p. I do have unlimited FPS. Doesn't look like we're gonna get much higher than what we're on, but that's what we're working with right now. I guess we will see how this goes. It should theoretically get better the longer that we play, but we will see. Right now we're in the 60-ish, 80-ish range. And it might be even better, if we had like decent RAM or a decent, or if we were playing on SSD, it might be a little bit more consistent. And also, I could not get MSI Afterburner to let me put it in the middle of the screen where I normally put it for like TikTok videos and stuff. Normally, I like this little icon that you see up in the upper left of the screen. I like it to be in the middle, so it would not let me do that. So we're stuck with it the way that it is, and we can't see the 1% lows, and I got tired of waiting on it to load. But can we even like build at all? Which I'm not a good builder on keyboard and mouse anyway. And see, like right now it's registering it through the floor. So not terrible. I don't guess it's awful. It's not any better than playing on the old Xbox or the old PS4. Like, it's not any, it's probably worse than that, to be honest. And it lags anytime I try to do anything. Like, I tried to bring up my menu inventory there to swap my weapons, and we got hecka lag. Let's see if I can even go kill a bot. Oh, but I'm getting pushed by a real person. No, he phased in on me. I'm dead. Oh, Lord. That was such a bad experience. So you can see already, to bring back up the point of reference. We got like over 100, like close to 200 FPS on performance mode with the Ryzen 5 3600 and the GTX 1070. So they're getting a way smoother experience. But let's see if we can even launch Call of Duty. All right, so after multiple attempts, we kept getting the same error screen. The GPU just does not meet the minimum requirements. And even trying to run AMD software to download a driver that would work with this didn't really fix the problem. So we're just going to chalk this up as 0 FPS because we couldn't get the game to launch. So obviously the other PC drastically wins in a landslide when it comes to pairing against this junky PC. So I was glad I was able to help somebody out, and it's because of people like you, because you watch my videos, you like, you subscribe, and so if you want to go see some other videos where I do some interesting stuff like this with computers, then go check out this playlist.